Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Sunday, the 17th of July 2022. Not really a lot of news going on today, so thank you for watching. And no, I'm joking. There is not really any news, but we're just going to have a look forward to the week. That's what we're going to do because there's nothing new, so let's look ahead. Finally, we have highlights on MillwallTV. If you log into your Millwall profile, you should be able to see them. Now again, here's the thing. I paid to watch it, so I don't know if I can see it because I got a subscription, or if anyone who just logs in with their Mill profile can see it. So again, it may be there for you if you just have a Mill profile. It may be there if you actually paid the £5 for the subscription, because it does tell you when you click onto your Mill profile, you log in, and then you can click view subscriptions, and then it tells you what you've subscribed to in the past. So why does it do that? Don't know, but we have highlights. It's like a 2-minute video, and then they have the full match replay, which is a 2-hour extravaganza, so fill your boots. What else are you gonna do? Something productive or something enjoyable? But yeah, so we finally have highlights on Millwall TV on Sunday. They put it up, so fantastic. So we're gonna look ahead to matches this week. Quite a few matches this week because the under-23s get going in their games as well. But we're gonna start off with the first team. So of course we have the game on Wednesday against Hammarby. Should be cooler by then. Should be raining by then. 7 o'clock kickoff. Not many tickets sold in advance so far. I had a look on the ticket office. I said before, previously, I said something wrong in yesterday's video that it was Kitchener Hubber. No, it is Kitchener, the whole stadium. And there's a lot there. The places where the tickets are sold most is around the dugout. I think, seeing as it's pre-season friendly, the players might be more receptive to coming over, taking pictures, signing things as well. So I think a lot of fans have bought tickets down at the ground level next to the dugout, so they can try and take advantage of that. Up in the upper stands, not many tickets sold at all. So you can see why Husky put out this massive prize, trying to sell more tickets. Only £10 for a ticket, but I imagine it's the kind of game where you'll walk up. If you haven't got anything else to do, you can wrangle a few mates to get involved as well. I mean, you might pop down there. I don't think it's the way you like plan way in advance, because we couldn't really. It was organised at short notice. So, although I hope for Husky's sake and for Millwall's sake, there's a decent sized crowd there. I mean, what would you think decent would be? Maybe 2,500. There was 4,000 at Dartford, so you don't. But then again, if you live down that way, it's easier for you to get to it. If you live down that way, it's not easy for you to come up to the Den to pay £10 to watch Hammarby on a Wednesday night. So, and I'm not too sure. Are the schools coming off this week or is it next week? I'm not too sure. I think it's next week as well. It's next week, isn't it? I have no idea. But I don't know if that's going to factor into it. So there, we have that first team friendly on Wednesday the 20th. Now Hammarby played today, I believe. They played Elfsborg and they won 3-0. Doing pretty decently in the Allsvenskan or Hammarby. So if they put up any kind of half decent team, it should be a strong contest for Mill's first team. And then obviously next Saturday, 6 days away, we have Ipswich Town at the Den. Which is anyone up for that? I imagine if you had the choice, you would probably go for the Hammarby game, but who knows? Maybe if you're off Saturday, it's easier to get off Saturday than it is to get off Wednesday. So maybe you choose the Ipswich game. So those are the first team games coming up, pre-season 2 this week, and then obviously we go into the first game of the season, which will be affected by the train strike. Boo! So, and more on that later. Like I said, the under-23s join in this week as well. They start their friendly campaign. And this is from Pitcheroo.com. It's Dulwich Hamlet FC's page at Pitcheroo. And there you can see Tuesday the 19th, 7:30 kickoff. Dulwich Hamlet versus Millwall under-23s. Now, this is the day when everyone says, oh my God, it's going to be 40 degrees, 50 degrees. We're all going to melt. We're all going to die. Stay indoors. But seriously, so horse racing's been cancelled. Some other things have been cancelled. Set to be very high temperatures in the southeast. Will this game go ahead? I don't know. Dulwich Hamlet a bit flippy floppy. I think they need the money, so they probably would want it to go ahead. But you've got to remember it's under 23, so there's safeguarding concerns in place. Some of the players are 18 years old and around that age. You really don't want any of them collapsing on the pitch. That's not going to be good for them, and good for anyone watching in the stands. Now, I imagine the referee will be accommodating. It's a pre-season friendly. No one really cares. It's probably going to be slow paced. It's probably going to be interrupted by many drinks breaks. I'm just thinking, if they have sprinklers down there, why don't they switch them on the sidelines and just spray the players a couple of times during the match while they're playing the game? I mean, sounds a bit loony, but it's a pre-season friendly. It doesn't really matter. Obviously, you couldn't do that in a league match. That would be totally out of order. I mean, for a pre-season friendly, and while you're at it, why not spray the crowd as well, as some of the crusties down at Dulwich Hamlet could do with a shower. But yeah, so this may... I think it's probably going to go ahead. It's Tuesday the 19th, 7:30 kickoff. So if you are inclined, you could go to this game, and then on the Wednesday go to the Hammerby game, and then on the weekend go to the other game as well. So you could be going to 3 Millwall games this week. Fantastic. Moving on to the other... Oh, you could go to 4. Because there is another. Friday the 22nd. So if you are a crazy bastard, you could go to a Millwall game on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Friday, and on Saturday. If you're crazy enough to do that, you could do that. Yeah, this is Chelmsford City. Notable thing for them is that they've signed Liam Trotter for this season. So this is Friday the 22nd, 7:45 PM kickoff. And it's again a Millwall 11, set to be the Millwall under-23s. It's listed as one of their friendlies. And by then the hot weather should truly have passed. So yeah, there it is. It's a bit of a walk from the station, but I think it takes like 30 minutes, they said, on Football Ground Guide. So you could go to that game as well. You could go to, like I said, go to 4 Millwall games this week if you are crazy. Now we moved on to another game that is a bit of an enigma. This is St Neots Town FC.co.uk. They say that there's going to be a pre-season friendly on the 23rd, which is Saturday, the same day we play Ipswich Town. And that they say they're playing Millwall. Now, Millwall haven't acknowledged this game. It's not listed anywhere on Millwall's website, Millwall's social media. It's not been mentioned. It's not been mentioned in the under-23s. It's not been mentioned anywhere. No one in other places where they list pre-season friendlies for like ground offers and things like that, non-league ground guide, stuff like that, or on KentishFootball.com, it's not mentioned. The only place that this game has been mentioned is on stneilstownfc.co.uk. So literally, why is it going ahead? Have they made a mistake? Did the game get cancelled and no one told them? Is the email in their spam folder? I don't know. But they reckon they're playing Millwall on the 23rd at St Neots Town, which is a stadium which is right by the train station, so very easy to get to on a Saturday if you would rather do that than watch Millwall play Ipswich Town again at home. So maybe go to that game. Now, what? Like I said, why is this game being kept a secret? Is there a plan afoot by Millwall to do half and half? It's a bit late for that, but this is the last pre-season friendly before the season starts, the 23rd Ipswich game. Does he want to keep his powder dry? Is he trying to stop Stoke from finding out what team we're going to be putting out? So he's going to mix it up again, because Gary Rowett really doesn't give a shit about friendlies. It's said it's just for fitness. He's been training the fuck out of the players, doing double sessions and whatnot. That's why they looked a bit knackered against Colchester. Is he going to do half the first team at Ipswich and half the first team at St Neots Town? Is that why it's not being mentioned? Because if everyone found out, the ground would be swamped. Are they trying to make out it's a under 23s game? But if the under 23s are playing at Chelmsford the day before, how can they play 2 games in 2 days? That's torture. It's a bit too much. Unless, here's the thing, maybe it's an under 18s game, because they have to play friendlies. They normally play friendlies at the training ground. They've got to play friendlies to get in tune for their season as well, because they take that seriously. They're not messing around with that either. So maybe it's that, because St Neots Town, not that high in the pyramid. They're quite low down, so they've got quite a youthful team. You generally get the older non-league players in the Conference and Conference South, and not in the Northern Premier League, so which is the equivalent of the Rymans, but just northerner, more up there, which is weird because St Neots Town are very much in the what would you call it, East Anglia kind of region. But hey, the line has got to be marked somewhere between North and South, and many of you, I'm sure, will put it at the Watford Gap. Anywhere of the Watford Gap is the North, as you see on the signs as you're going up the motorway, M1, the North. Anywhere of the Watford Gap is the North. Personally, I probably think anywhere of the north of the River Thames is the North. Different breed over that river, different breed. So we are going to mention the train strikes. There has been an announcement from the other trade union, the RMT, of a train strike. And I told you the other day that ASLEF have made the absolute ridiculous decision to shoot themselves in the foot and to organise a strike on July the 30th, which is the day that Millwall will be playing Stoke City, and many other football clubs across the country will be opening their campaigns for the 22-23 EFL Football League season. Yes, I'm sure that's going to gain you a lot of public support. Well done, ASLEF. Well done, guys. Well done. Now, here's the thing. The RMT have seen that, and they said, hold my beer. And they have gone for their very own strike on a Saturday. Saturday, the 20th of August. Fantastic. Now, that's not too bad for us. The reason why that's not too bad for us, you can see it there, August the 20th. So they've announced one on the August the 18th and August the 20th. So August the 20th is a Saturday. So let's go back and see. Not that one, that one. What's on August the 20th? Nothing. Because our game got moved. Our game against Norwich, which was supposed to be on that day that the RMT announced a strike on the 20th of August, has been moved Friday the 19th. Now here's the thing. Like I just showed you, there's a train strike the day before, and there's a train strike the day after. What do you think the trains are going to be like on Friday the 19th? They're going to be a bit shit as well. So if you've already bought your ticket, fingers crossed. If you haven't, maybe hold off until 5 days before. I mean, it's in East Anglia. I don't think they bump it up that much. It's still within 60 miles of London or so. I don't think they bump it up that much. But I've just noticed as well that this is an absolute piss take. They moved our game forward to Friday. We're playing on the Tuesday. We're playing away on Tuesday. So we got two games in 3 days. 2 away games in 3 days. Oh yeah, by the way, that Norwich City game, if you haven't heard or haven't remembered, is the reason why it's on Friday is because it's on Sky. So that's going to be on Sky. So even if the trains are buggered and you were hoping to go and you just want to swerve it, you can watch it on television. Why not? And for some reason, again, 8 o'clock kickoff. All the Friday night games on Sky are on the 8 o'clock kickoff. I have no idea why. I hate teams that kick off at 8 o'clock. Reading do it quite a bit. Why? Fucking ridiculous. Especially like for away games. I'm trying to get a train back to London. It just fucks us over. Yeah, so that's it. The RMT announced another strike on a Saturday, which again will do massive amounts for their support amongst the public, I'm sure. So yeah, that was the week ahead and further for Millwall. And on that note, thank you for watching and goodbye.